Summer 2017. The air itself seemed to be filled with a restless energy. Xiaohao, 20 years old, was coming home for break. His heart was racing as he traveled back from the county town to his rural village. "Hey, little brother, could you do me a favor? My computer won't turn on. Could you take a look for me?" A young woman stood in her doorway, her eyes holding a glimmer of expectation. The woman's name was Axue. She was the wife of someone from the same village, though they didn't share a family name. Following the village's way of address, he called her Solace's sister-in-law. Axue wasn't much to look at. Thick legs, broad shoulders, big bone, but she had a good attitude and plenty of self-confidence. Her husband was a long-haul truck driver who was rarely home more than a few days a month. Axue wasn't the talkative or sociable type. She often stayed home alone. In the second year of her marriage, when Axue was about 25, her husband died in a car accident. She became a young widow. 4 years on, Axue still hadn't remarried. Her mother-in-law felt for her, urging her to find someone new. "Don't worry, your brother-in-law will provide for me." It wasn't that she didn't want to remarry. It's just hard for a widow in the countryside to find a new match. Finding another good family was just as difficult. Xiaohao and Axue were old acquaintances. When an elder sister-in-law from the village was in trouble, you helped if you could. It was the least he could do. Axue jokingly asked him about working at the factory, asking if he was dating any of his female co-workers. Xiaohao was shy. He just nodded, his face turning red. "Have you held her? Have you kissed?" She pressed on. "Yeah, we have." Xiaohao could feel himself getting excited. His words were becoming much bolder than before. Clearly, Axue was just like a teasing older relative, messing around with him. After that, they talked for a long time. They seamlessly exchanged contact information. The next day, Xiaohao returned to work in the county town. He and Axue chatted endlessly every day on WeChat. Their conversations shifted from formal to familiar, from acquaintance to understanding. As they talked more and more, they began to learn each other's preferences, values, and ways of life. Slowly, they started to become part of each other's worlds. If it weren't for the fact he had a girlfriend, maybe he really would have fallen for Axue. And if she were honest, Axue had similar thoughts. Xiaohao was so full of life and energy. Chatting with him made her feel young again. As luck would have it, that same year, Xiaohao and his girlfriend broke up over the bride price negotiations. His family was poor. 200,000 RMB was simply impossible. That night, Axue comforted him. "If you're tired, come back to the countryside for a while. I'll always be here. I don't need a bride price." He asked the factory boss for a few days off and went to the countryside, eagerly seeking her out. "I've missed you so much," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "I don't care about the judgmental eyes and gossip of others. I only know that I like you." Axue sighed softly and said, "You'll regret it. I'm just a widow. Your family won't agree to this. The whole village will laugh at you. Besides, there's our age difference. It's not fair to you." But Xiaohao didn't care about any of that. Love has nothing to do with age, only sincerity, Xiaohao said with deep conviction. Axue let out a long, deep sigh. The years had been long, and she had spent so many of them alone in her empty room. Now, under the force of Xiaohao's persistent pursuit, she finally gave in to him. And so, Xiaohao rented a cheap room in the county town and began a sweet life with Axue, just the two of them. But you can't keep a secret forever. Soon enough, Xiaohao's parents heard about their relationship. His mother was frantic with worry. An age gap of 9 years in a relationship where the woman was hard enough to accept, and on top of that, she was a widow. A widow from the same village. How can I ever hold my head up in this village again? Xiaohao just laughed. "What are you talking about? Axue and I already got our marriage certificate. She's your daughter-in-law now." When his mother heard this, her jaw dropped in shock. She was upset and angry, but what could she do? They had already registered their marriage. The deed was done. There was no backing out now. Just accept it. Anyway, Axe's character isn't bad. His mother finally came around. A person only gets one life to live. And you live it for yourself, not for other people to see. The best kind of relationship where the woman is when the woman sees the future in the younger man, and the man finds his present in the woman's eyes. If you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.